everybody and welcome back to my channel. Disclaimer, I look insane, I look crazy. My makeup bag got stolen, so you won't see me with makeup for a while because that stuff's expensive. So I'm actually really sad because it's about 3 years worth of accumulating stuff and saving and buying and all that stuff, but it's alright. It's right. That's just what they do. Also, I feel so naked without nails. It's just like, what is my purpose? Me doing this does not have the same effect, but it's okay. Got my tea here. Isn't this cup so cute? Got this cup Goma Shining, literally, and it's the cutest thing. I was supposed to come on here and just give you guys a story time, but I really wasn't in the mood, if I'm being completely honest. When you're telling a story time, you kind of need to be out there, you need to be dramatic, you need to be, I don't know, you just need to, you know, really want to be telling the story to the best of your ability. But I just wasn't in the mood to do that. I thought that I should come here and just kind of talk about my experience when I moved, how I felt, and everything that happened. A lot of you guys seem to like me talking about that, so I just thought that I should kind of come on here, explain from the beginning to the end how I felt, how things unfolded for me when I moved to the US. So that's basically it. This video might be long because I have a lot to say. I'll try to keep it short and brief. But make sure you enjoy, grab your popcorn. We about to be, we're about to sit, about to talk and have just a conversation. So yeah, basically, and in the year 2017, I was doing my, not 2017, 2016, sorry, I was doing my Form 5, and it was like, okay, the conversation came, you're moving at the end of the year. Yes, it was finalized, everything was finalized, and I just knew it was always in my destiny. Not destiny, why would you say destiny, man? It was always just the plan. If you've been watching my videos and you know me, and you watch my videos, to be honest, you would know that, like, it was just in the plans, like, okay, you'll go back there to do your undergrad. So October, Yana, it starts really hitting me and my friends. Like, Balipe and I would just look at each other in class like, I'm gonna miss you, dude. Like, we'd literally tear up. I'm even tearing up now because the emotions that I felt whoa, the emotions that I felt then were so, like, sad. I was just like, oh, I'm really going. And it would just hit us at different times. Like, we'd just be sitting there and next thing we would, like, look at each other, like, tearing up and, like, crying in class because, like, we're gonna miss each other that much. And yeah, so that's just how I was feeling just before I left. I was like, I mean, I was excited. I mean, I wasn't excited. I was excited, but I wasn't excited. Like, I knew it's not the same as, like, never having been somewhere before and going there for the first time and you're just like, oh my goodness. Like, no, it wasn't like that for me. Yeah, guaranteed I hadn't been there in a while, but I kind of, you know, already knew what to expect. So I wasn't, like, super duper excited, but I was excited to go, you know, different environment and stuff like that. So I finished my exams around November, and I'm just trying to make the most of my time with my friends and family. I left mid-December, right before Christmas. I don't even know why I did that. I don't know why I didn't just go in January, but, like, yeah, I left mid-December with my mom, and we went to Atlanta, and we went to my cousin, and we just went sightseeing, all that stuff, and just had, you know, it was nice, you know. It was hard though. My friends were, like, finishing Form 5, Form 5, they're going out for the first time, exploring, all that stuff. Guaranteed I did a little bit of that after prom and stuff like that, but, like, it was just like I wasn't there to go through all that. It was kind of sad, but, like, I understood, like, you know, you have to do what you gotta do. So but I was there sightseeing. Okay, it was good, fun, you know. And then January came, we're waiting for our results now, our Form 5 results. Not being there, like, I mean, I don't know why I get this guarantee thing. I mean, not being there was kind of sad, you know. All my friends were kind of, I remember the time when I got my drama, because drama and PE, we write early and then you get your results early. I was literally with Tabile while we're checking our results, and that, it was just like a thrilling moment. I don't think I would have been there exactly with my friends when we were all checking our Form 5 results, but I mean, like, the afterwards effect, like, we all got in the newspaper at school. I had to be sent videos of, like, I didn't even know they had to be sent videos of, like, our, like, literally the whole squad was in the newspaper. Which for me is a big thing, because if you knew me in high school, you knew that academics were not my strong suit. I think I just panicked because my mock results were not nice. They were not nice. And then I was like, yo, let me pull up my sleeves here because it's getting real. But yeah, and they went out, celebrated, and I was stuck in my room just watching shows because I didn't know anybody there, just my cousin and my mom. And I just didn't know anybody there. I did not know anything at all. So there's that. My mom then left around Feb. And now I'm just waiting to start school in August. So it's months and months of me just chilling Molaping. I'm not socializing. I mean, I could have, but I didn't know where I'd go. Like, what would I go and do here? I don't know what's being done, where I can meet people. I was just chilling Molaping. So imagine how depressing that is. I sat at home really big. Like, I got really big because I was just eating, sleeping. Also, I was on the time zone, yeah, Botswana. So my friends would, like, be talking to me at 5 a.m. in the morning. I'd just be up, video calls and all that stuff. Being very involved in the stuff that's still happening here, which is kind of sad. I was still very much like, I knew everything that was going on, and like, I wasn't missing a beat. And then came time, my friends were going to apply to universities, and just that, like, that was not a nice feeling at all. When I did they're going to apply together, the squad is going, we're gonna say most like from high school those years, and now we're going to uni. Oh my goodness, we're going up, oh my god. And like, I just wasn't there to be a part of it, and then being doing absolutely nothing. Like, I was just home. Just I think today that kind of becomes a safe place for me. Like, when I just, something's going on, I kind of just want to cuddle up and be by myself, watching TV, because that's just like how I coped. I feel like, with just not being around people. I wasn't seeing people or anything. I really was just waiting to socialize once I got to school. So August came, I didn't have my school papers, so I wasn't able to register in time and all that stuff. So that means basically I just took a gap year. Like, I didn't go to school from January to December. Thank goodness, December I came back to Botswana. So this is December 2017. I came back to Bots, and already when I landed here, and there was already just like some drama stuff, and I was just like, you know what, this is what I've been talking about. This is why I left, because this is not fun. Like, this is not nice. Like, it's getting old, what. But I also did have a good time, but that December was a mess. That December was not nice, yo. I know there's a couple friends of mine who are watching this, like, yeah, that December was like, just pretend like that December wasn't a thing. Oh, another thing, I just skipped through so many things. Another thing, I turned 18. 18 is a big age. May 2017, so I turned 18. So imagine, like, it's a big age. I'm alone, Montlung. What did I do for my 18th birthday? I put on makeup, cute clothes, and I went to buy myself food, and I came back home. Yeah, and I came back home and I just watched TV. And yeah, all my friends had gone for stuff for each other, because 18 is kind of big, big deal. Like, legally an adult. I mean, in Botswana, really, no, you're not, but like, you know, that was also really pretty sad. Missing my friend's 18th birthday and stuff like that. We've been together since we were 14, 15, and now to see you guys, it was not nice. But yeah, so that kind of took a little bit of a toll on me, but you know, I just went through all these things. I really did. I persevered. I feel like I was just like, you know what, it's just be strong, it's gonna be worth it, you're gonna get to school, you're gonna even forget everything. Finally, January 2018, I started school because everything is in line now. It was not what I expected at all. First of all, I wasn't living at school. I didn't want to live at school because I just I feel like that would have helped me get more friends. But the school, I was going to college, so they didn't have like rooms and stuff like that. Well, some colleges do, but this one did not have them. So yeah, so right after I'd go to my classes, right after class I'd go home. In a college, there's people your age, but not as much as if you went to like a university and like go from a high school to your university with your peers. Usually you just find everyone. But at a college, from all walks of life, different ages. If they hadn't finished, they're coming back to try and finish their associate's degree or something of the sort. So I didn't have a lot of people who were my age mates. A lot of them kind of like already knew each other, the ones who were my age mates. So it was just not good. It was not good for the girl. The girl was very lost, very alone. I was very alone. I'm trying to remember when I met my one friend Asia. I don't know if it was first semester or second semester, or summer school. I can't really remember when it was, but yeah, I go home, I go to class, I go home. I don't even sit, do nothing. Maybe I'll go get food at the caf, but I go to class. I had 8 a.m. at the time, so so I was done at school by 11, 12, and I was home in my blankets by 1 watching TV, and I was online with my friends talking. It was just as if like I was like, I don't know, but like I was on my phone constantly, still talking to my friends here, still being very much involved in everything that's happening. But they're now in their second semester of the first year, and they have friends, they've met new people in uni, and I'm like, that's so nice. I'm like happy, genuinely happy for them. But I was just also just like, I can't get you know, but it was first semester, so I cut myself some slack, you know. Even my cousin, my mom was like, no, it's fine, you're just not used to everybody, you're just not used to anything, maybe second semester will be better. So I went to summer school to do 2 credits, because just so I could balance my stuff out, because I was only doing 4 classes. Yeah, I don't want to explain the whole system, but yeah, I just went to school during the summer basically to increase my credits. And I was taking 2 classes and I actually enjoyed one of the classes really much. That's where I get my love for classical music and stuff, because we were doing a lot of stuff like that. But again, I would go to school, go home, go to school, go home. Even during the summer, a lot of people aren't there, so it's like, what are you really doing, sis? But yeah, so I met this one friend of mine. It was the first time where like after class, maybe I wouldn't immediately like just run out of class. I would sit and talk outside for like 2 minutes. Jared is his name. He was interested in soccer teams, which was hard to find anybody who watched soccer that much, because it's a football country. They're into football. You know, you guys know American football, right? Yeah, that's what the US is kind of, I want to say built on, but yeah, that's like the main sport. So someone who watched soccer, I was just like, oh my gosh, like he loves Man U, whatever. And I was like, oh, Oh my god, like, you know, man, you, like, if I was to ask another random person in the US, like, I mean, okay, it's not like it's not, no, they know it, they know soccer, but like it's not as popular. So I was just like, oh my goodness, and I was just like happy and stuff like that. But he was like a year younger than me, I think. He was like still in high school, because what they do is like they bring high school students to college if you do really well. So yeah, but yeah, so I had kind of that one friend, and then summer ended, and then like we were never friends again. And then the last semester of the year, I started becoming really close friends with Asia. That's when, like, yeah, that's probably when, oh yeah, I met her during the summer. It was because I said I was taking 2 classes. The one class with Jade and then the other class with her. And we didn't talk the whole summer, actually. We just went, actually towards the end, when like I would try to save her a seat, like we'd have this thing where we're like, we'll try to save each other's seats, and when we'd see someone sit on her seat, we'd just be like, but why? Like, you know, this is her seat. Like, we've been coming here for weeks now, like, and then it's unassigned assigned seats. Like, why would you do that? And we'd just like laugh and give each other these like people are annoying looks. And then we only started becoming friends in, what do you call it, the last semester of the year for me. So that's August to December, yeah, which my school year was weird because I started in January, but yeah, so August, I think this is my 3rd semester now, and I had just one friend. I've been there for now coming close to a year, and I have one friend. And I know people who have moved there in 2 months. They have a squad, they're traveling, all that stuff. We're so different as people. I'm very much, I don't know, maybe I guess since also I was really like, even though I was so, I don't know. Oh, but now when I did that Botswana YouTubers suck video, when I did that Botswana YouTubers suck video, I was like, I knew, like, I was very much involved in the Twitter and Botswana life, everything that was happening up front. That morning, before I went to class, I was like, I'm making a video about this, and then I'm gonna post it, and I'm going to class. Like, that's how I was still there almost a year later, well, 9 months later. So yeah, so it was not easy. I still wasn't having like a group of friends. I wasn't like properly detaching myself from people here, like how it naturally happens, where you just naturally detach from people and like you start a new life and all that stuff. It really wasn't like that. What did help was I got a job during that December, because I didn't come back. I got a job during that December. I didn't really make, I mean, I had friends at work, not friends at work, but like I knew people, like you could kiki with people, but people at work are never really your friends if we really think about it. But yeah, so it was just, even when I was at work, I would like send videos of myself at work to my friends at home. Like, that's just how it was. Also so that semester I had a geology class, and I met 4 people. I met Tsena, I don't know how to say it. I still don't know how to say her name. I just call it Tsena, Mandy, and John. It's not John. What is it? But some friend. He was Caucasian, and he was those Caucasians who only liked black girls and like talked bad about their own race. Wasn't a fan of that, but he was funny sometimes. But anyway, so I don't really remember if like even out of class we would like sit and talk. I don't think so, but I think that like I was very friendly enough with them. Like, I could actually get into class and like talk to people for the first time ever, instead of just like get in the class and then go. So that was a decent semester. You know, I had more people that I was talking to. December, I was just with my cousin. We stayed home the whole December, really. We didn't do nothing. I stayed home, let me say. watching all my friends go out. So I couldn't come back. This is 2018. I couldn't come back. Watching all my people go out, and I was just not there. But I was video calling them, like I was up at 6 a.m. guys. I think you don't understand how much I was up at 6 a.m. just hearing what happened the night before. Like, that's how sad. That's kind of sad. That's really sad. But yeah, it kind of took a toll on me, and I was becoming homesick. I hadn't been home in like a year or so, so I was really homesick and all that. 2019 now, this year, it's not great. The semester, okay, so now so you have to do geology 1 and geology 2, something like that. So I had the same people, well, John, whatever his name is, left. Another guy came, Justin. So now it's the 4 of us again. But now we hung out sometimes, like after class. I didn't just run out of class, you know. At 11, if the class ended at like 12, I wasn't home by 1, you know. I'd maybe home by 2, because we just sit outside and maybe talk a little bit. So that was good. Even with Asia, we would chill a lot. We would go for stuff, after school activities a lot. Our class that we were taking forced us to do stuff out of school together, so that was really nice. I was starting really after like a year and a half, maybe let me say 2 years, to start socializing. But it was still really bad. I was still by the time I was very homesick. I was not happy internally. I was just not having my mental health was starting to kind of go a bit down. I almost failed one of my classes because I was just not interested in, I was no longer interested in being where I was. Guaranteed stuff was socially, maybe it was getting better, but I still wasn't like okay. So yeah, that resulted in me being here where I am today, back here. That's kind of a little bit of the gist of what has been going on. I feel like when I moved, I was mentally prepared to go away and be by myself, away from friends, family. I just wasn't mentally prepared. 17. A lot of people move out. A lot of my peers moved. Some of them went to different countries and stuff, and they're doing just fine. They're thriving. Some of them went as a group together, so there was still a feel of Botswana. Kana in the US, everyone pathlets. All the Botswana people that I knew never pathlets in very different states, and we're not even friends like that. So it was hard to even, you know. I will be back though. I will kind of go to do my post-grad there once I'm done here. And I feel like I'll be more mature mentally to do that. So crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the kid who was murdered at Clark Atlanta University, and her body was found in Decatur. And I know exactly where they're talking about. I wanted to go to Clark so bad. There's 3 HBCUs around. There's Spelman, Morehouse, and Clark, and I wanted to go to Clark so bad because it has a good film reputation. Some famous actors have been to Clark University, so that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to go there, and I know the Decatur area they're talking about. It's nearby my school. It's just so crazy. Also, the school shootings that were happening in the US, you kind of, which is sad, we became immune to them. Like, oh, another school shooting. Like, it was that, like, the first one I was like mind boggled. I cried. By the time came like the 5th one, I was just like, oh, that's really sad. Like, now I'm immune to that, which is disgusting and it's terrible. And I battle between like that, like, do I want to, I mean, there's crime and there's bad stuff that happens everywhere, but the US is just so extreme. But at the same time, I was really into like politics and stuff like that. I literally almost changed my major from being a film student to like journalism, so I had this fantasy of being like the press secretary of the United States, because I watch CNN way too much, and I watch Madame Secretary way too much, and these law shows too much. But that's kind of my experience, how I felt, how things kind of unfolded for me on that side. I see a lot of people like everyone's going out, they have friends, they're doing this, like, it's a different experience from what I got. A lot of people don't understand my experience there. They just think that like I don't know, I and I think it showed. If you were following me and you watched my Insta stories and everything, it's so different from what I'm seeing other people experience abroad. Like, it's so completely different from what I experienced. But that's just how it was. It wasn't going out with friends to the club. I was underage. I couldn't go to the club, first of all, and I wasn't trying to make a fake ID and all that stuff. Like, I'm too lazy, and I had really no one to go to the club with. I really didn't. The most I'd do is go for movies with my cousin. We'd have little movie dates, you know. If a big movie came out, we'd make sure we go see it, and all that stuff. Oh, I didn't mention Devin. I met him second class in geology this year, and he was also one friend who, like, we could go do stuff actually out of school, which was nice because I never, oh, why is my voice doing that? I never did all that. But if there's anybody who knows how I felt, it's Devin. Like, he could sit here and tell you, like, when I told him, like, oh, I won't be coming back, he was like, yeah, I kind of figured you were really not happy here. I was like, did it show that much? Like, did it show? I remember the last conversation that we had, like, before, when we closed school, and he was just like, I could tell, like, you were not happy. And I was like, that's kind of sad. Like, I am thinking all this time I'm like having a good time with outgoing out people, but it shows even my demeanor. Maybe I talk about Rosanna way too much. I don't know what it is, but my experience was just different, and I'm happy to everyone who's having a good experience. I love seeing people go out, have fun, explore Manate with meeting different people so quickly and being able to connect with people. I just never got to do that. My camera died, like it always does. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little experience video. Make sure you comment down below what else you'd like to see, and I will see you soon.